Dragons have appeared in the myths, folklore, and even historical chronicles of cultures all over the world. Here are 5 notable historical dragon stories from different regions. Number 5. St. George and the Dragon. The story of St. George slaying a dragon is one of the most famous in Western literature. But when and where did it come from? It first appeared in Europe sometime around the 11th century. The tale goes that St. George, a Roman soldier and Christian martyr, was traveling through a town that was being terrorized by a fearsome dragon. Every day, the dragon would demand a human sacrifice, and the townspeople, terrified, would comply. When the dragon claimed the next victim, St. George stepped forward to take her place. He then proceeded to slay the beast, after which the townspeople converted to Christianity. This story likely originated as a symbolic tale in which Christianity is replacing the old pagan religion. But medieval texts such as William of Worcester's Chronicle treated it as a real event, and it has since been depicted in countless paintings, church carvings, and coats of arms across Europe. There's just something undeniably compelling about the image of a valiant knight slaying a ferocious dragon, and this particular tale has endured through the centuries because of its powerful symbolism. For many people, it represents the triumph of good over evil, while others see it as a metaphor for the struggle between faith and doubt. Number 4. The Lambton Worm. This English dragon story comes from the 15th century and tells the tale of how a worm grew into a terrifying serpent and was eventually slain by a local man named John Lambton. One day, John skipped church to go fishing and caught an eel-like creature. Assuming it was a worthless fish, he discarded it into a nearby well, only for it to grow overnight into a gigantic serpentine dragon. It wrapped itself around hills, blocked roads, and generally terrorized the surrounding villages. John, horrified at what he had unleashed, returned from the crusade several years later and killed the monster using armor studded with spikes to avoid being crushed. This legend likely originated from sightings of giant eels or snakes in English rivers, and it is still celebrated in Durham folklore and song to this day. 3. Chinese imperial dragons. Dragons have been present in Chinese culture for over 3,000 years, with their origins lost to antiquity. In Chinese history and mythology, dragons were seen as benevolent creatures that controlled rain, rivers, and other bodies of water. They were also associated with wealth and prosperity, and emperors often claimed to be the sons of the dragon, giving them the right to rule over China. According to legend, dragons could control the weather, predict the future,